the week. From the point where the Beavers tied it up at 7, the 115th Civil War went the way of the Ducks. A dominating performance by Oregon in all phases, 670 total offensive yards and 6 sacks by the defense. Dirk Weishar has the wrap-up with the victorious Ducks.
While the Oregon offense struggled early on, it was the Duck defense which made plays with 2 first-quarter interceptions and consistent pressure on OSU quarterback Sean Mannion. The Ducks sacked Mannion 6 times in the game. When Darren Thomas and company finally got it going, they accounted for 670 total offensive yards, 305 of that coming through the air in the 49-21 victory.
From the beginning, we played really well. We started off fast, getting the first 2 interceptions, just trying to set the tone for the rest of the team.
I thought our defense played outstanding. They had 1 drop coverage there in the first half, but they set the tone for us early. It took us a little while to get into our rhythm offensively, but everybody contributed to this one.
Even though we came from a big loss last week, that didn't let us down none. So I feel like we got better this week, and I feel like we're going to get better tomorrow.
Well, Michael James said his left elbow is just fine. He was held out of the rest of the game for precautionary reasons. Next, the Ducks will host UCLA in the inaugural Pac-12 championship game here at Autzen Stadium on Friday. It's the Ducks' reward for winning the Pac-12 North Division and having a better record. Said Darren Thomas, it's just one of the goals we've checked off that list. We've got more to check off. Reporting from Autzen Stadium, I'm Dirk Weishar for Inside the Pac.
Well, UCLA comes to Autzen this week reeling after getting blown out 50-0. Last time they were in Eugene back in 2010, a 60-13 Oregon win a year ago last October. Cristin, seems like it might be more the same in this game.
Yeah, it doesn't fare to be a much better weekend for the Bruins this weekend either. I think Oregon is coming off this big offensive output. We're going to be looking to put up a lot of points. I'm hoping to see Chip Kelly at his finest, as well as that offense and defense.
Well, they certainly were last time they played UCLA. LaMichael James, 123 yards, 2 scores. But really, this is all or nothing situation for UCLA. Kind of interesting here. If they win, somehow pull off the upset, they go to the Rose Bowl. If they lose, they're 6-7, most likely bowl ineligible, and possibly Neuheisel out of a job.
Yeah, it's do or die for Rick down there. I think, I know he will have those Bruins ready to play, but I just don't think it's going to be enough to top the Ducks.
Well, we will see. Friday, 5 o'clock kickoff at Autzen Stadium. Meanwhile, the Beavers' 3-9 season certainly leaves OSU with plenty of off-season motivation as they now focus on 2012. Still to come on Inside the Pac. More from the 115th Civil War as Oregon State hung around, at least for a little while.
Definitely didn't come out the way we wanted to. We struggled early offensively. Defense played pretty good in the first half. I think so. So, just wasn't our day, I guess.
After a disappointing 3-9 year, the Beavers now turn their attention to the offseason. Mike Riley likes what the future holds as Oregon State could have 17 starters returning next season.
They certainly have improved. They've kept a good attitude. I think it's a tribute to the group of seniors that we have, and then I think it bodes well for the guys that are all coming back for this team when we get started in January with the off-season program and then heading into spring practice. That's what we have to look forward to now.
I'm really proud of all our guys. I think we fought hard the whole game, and like I said, we got a lot of days till next year, and we're going to work hard every day.
We're just about to wrap up this edition of Inside the Pac. When we return, a little more as we get ready for the Pac-12 title game. Future appears to be bright for Oregon State, but realistically, how far away are they from getting back to a bowl, being competitive?
Yeah, first step, you mentioned the bowl next year. You got to get 6-7 wins to get there. And then the year after that, maybe you can go back and at least compete for the North Division Championship and see where that takes you. Yeah,
2 years ago, they were playing the War for the Roses, Oregon and Oregon State, both for the shot at the Rose Bowl. Now it seems that gap has widened between Oregon and Oregon State.
Yeah, it certainly has in these last 2 seasons, but with 17 starters returning next year for Mike Riley and co., I'm looking forward to a much better Beaver season. I think they're going to fare much better in the Pac-12 next year.
Well, next week, wall-to-wall coverage of the Pac-12 title game from Autzen with the Rose Bowl on the line. I want to thank Cristin McLemore for joining us here on Inside the Pac, and thank you at home for watching. We'll see you next week.